Once upon a time in a village, there lived an old man. He was so poor that he didn't even have enough money to buy food for himself. But the old man was very happy because he had a big family and lots of friends. Whenever he felt hungry, he would just go to his neighbor's house and ask for some food. And his neighbors would always give him food, sometimes even money. They all loved the old man because he was so kind and friendly. One day, the old man was eating at his friend's house. As he was eating, he heard some young people talking about how they were going to start a business and make a lot of money. The old man was very interested, so he asked them to tell him more about their plans. The young people explained that they wanted to start a small business, but they didn't have any money to invest. The old man thought for a moment. Then he said, "I have an idea." He told them about how he had heard that the king was looking for someone to help him collect taxes. The old man said that if they could get the king's attention, he would give them a lot of money. The young people were excited and thanked the old man for the idea. The next day, the young people went to the king and asked him for a job. The king was impressed by their enthusiasm and hired them on the spot. The young people were so happy that they could finally start making money. They thanked the old man for helping them get the job. From that day on, the young people worked hard and eventually became very successful. They made so much money that they were able to buy expensive clothes and jewelry. The old man saw how happy his friends were and felt proud of himself for helping them succeed. He knew that he may be poor, but he was rich in other ways. One day, the old man was sitting in his house when he heard a knock at the door. He opened the door and saw one of the successful young people from before. The old man was surprised to see him because he hadn't seen him in a long time. The young man explained that he had come to visit his old friend and see how he was doing. The old man invited him inside and they started talking about old times. As they were talking, the old man noticed that his friend had become even more successful than he had been before. He was wearing fine clothes and smelled like expensive perfume. The old man was happy for his friend, but he couldn't help but feel a little bit envious. He couldn't understand why he had to live a poor life while his friends were rich and successful. Just then, the young man said, "I have an idea." He told the old man that he should come and live with him. He said that he had a big house and plenty of money, so the old man wouldn't have to worry about anything. The old man was shocked. He couldn't believe that his friend would offer to let him live with him. He tried to refuse the offer, but the young man insisted. The old man thought about it for a moment. He knew that he couldn't continue living the way he was. He had to make a change if he wanted to be happy. So he agreed to move in with his friend. The two old friends were so happy to be They talked about everything that had happened to them since they last saw each other and made plans for the future. The young man showed the old man around his house and introduced him to his family. Everyone was very welcoming and made the old man feel right at home. The old man was so grateful for the young man's kindness. He knew that he had found a true friend. From that day on, the old man lived with the young man and his family. He no longer had to worry about where his next meal would come from or where he would spend the night. He was able to relax and enjoy his life. The old man was so happy that he had made the decision to move in with the young man. He knew that he had found a true friend who cared about him. He was also grateful for the opportunity to start a new chapter in his life. The old man realized that it was never too late to make a change, and that with the help of a true friend, anything was possible. That's all for today. See you tomorrow.